So here, it's into that. The knee on the inside is what this position is, right? So I'm going to talk about a few different ways of why this is going to happen as well and why it's a good guard for them here. So watch in, hand under, sorry. I'm going to swing under, pull forward, under the armpit, move him, wrap, leg comes over the top, and see how hooked his 4 foot. Watch it, that's going to help us collapse him. See how I put a collapse him, and then move my legs in and try my legs if I want to. Lift his toes to the sky, up, wrap it, I'm just going to do the armbar arch. Arms to the inside, armbar now, so just control that leg. Just how we get that in. Now watch it, now just do an armbar.
Yeah, that works. I don't know, I just felt like maybe, I think, do you know what it was? I was probably just putting my head too much and not playing.
Fifteen seconds to tick them. Obviously, it's been a while since your last fight, hasn't it? Because obviously, I'm assuming that's because of COVID and stuff, or has there been sort of any other reason behind that?
So it is for another reason actually. I got a fucking injury which like was before COVID, so I was off for like I would say I was meant to fight. Thai boxer from ABT. I forgot his name. I was meant to fight a Thai boxer from ABT. I was on the Euro team with him. I forgot his name, but he's actually good. So I was meant to fight him. That fight didn't end up going ahead. That was amateur anyway. But it's because I got hit in the balls. Like literally, Fisher hits in the balls when we were rolling. My balls swelled up to like the size of a sweet potato. It was like after like 6 months because of COVID, I couldn't get it operated on. So like I just had that problem stuck with us. And then obviously after COVID, I had to wait. And then I got COVID, so I had to pull out of another fight. And now we're back about 2 years since I fought, so it's been ages.
Yeah. Not sort of the manliest injury you're going around sort of telling people about.
It was fucking awful, you know. Like it was like, I'm telling you, it was massive. It was awful. The worst injury you could get, definitely.
Yeah.
Poor lass.
Am I correct in saying your last match was on the IMAFs? Then?
Yeah, it was, yeah, mate.
What did you sort of take away from that experience that you'll be taking into this next fight?
So when I went there, I honestly didn't actually go with that much confidence. I thought these are all going to be absolutely insane at wrestling, like all Eastern like Europeans, and I thought they were all going to be sick. And then when I got there, like it was just like I felt like I was just as good as them. Really, like I had 2 fights. My first 2, I feel like I pretty much like dominated. My first one was a bit sketchy, but like really he was going to quit and give up. Like he gave up anyway at the end of the second, but like I knew I was going to get there with him. And then the second one, I feel like I dominated him really, and like I felt like I had loads of space in there. It was good. And then the last one, I went in like feeling really confident, and then ended up getting beaten like a decision. But it is what it is. Like I think that last one, I just didn't have the foot on the accelerator enough. Like I think I was kind of tired off the first 2 days. I just didn't have the foot on the gas enough. Like because my style's like sort of like I like to put it on people as well. And just after them first 2 fights where because I feel like I beat them too, just like blowing them out, like just making them quit, like going forward and that on them. And then that last one, I just didn't have it in us. But that was what I took from it basically. Like just like I came back from it more confident than I left, so it was good for me. Probably the best thing I've done. Like,
has that whole experience boosted your confidence in your own ability quite a bit then?
Yeah, I think, definitely. When I went over there, I definitely felt like there wasn't much of a gap between like me and like the rest of the people there. Not much at all. Like, if anything, like I felt like, especially in the striking, like a lot of them are so far behind, But the wrestling and the grappling was good, but some of them were definitely far behind in the striking. So yeah, felt good after the Euros. I did definitely. Lewis Lee Scott was the lad I was meant to fight from ABT.
Yeah.
That was the one.
How do you think you're above other people in your striking then?
people, like, do you know, like, I feel like people that genuinely just don't understand it. Like, I feel like they know how to throw punches and kicks, but like not many people really understand like space and that. Like even I'm still learning like a lot of it now with fishing and that, like especially more on like the boxing side. But like especially when you get outside a boxing range, people are just shit, you know, like so bad. They are, a lot of them. I think anyway, I think a lot of people just end up falling in through space and stuff that's not very good, like.
When you get outside of a certain range.
Yeah, like so, like in like if it's like toe to toe in boxing, like sometimes people are like good or like just like they know how to look good, like especially like Thai boxers, like some of them look like super clean when they're Thai boxing, but then when you put them in like an MMA fight, they just sort of stuck a bit, like because like it's so like they're not in a ring no more, like where they're like on top of each other, like throwing like ba 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 ba. Now you go ba 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 ba. It's like it's MMA striking is like so much different, like for me.
Yeah. Obviously, you decided to turn pro with this fight. What was behind that decision to make that move?
Just Fisher, really. It's just always his decision. Like I just left it to him whenever he said it was time to do a pro fight. It was time to do a pro fight. Like he doesn't even send me like, you know, like if I've got like he's getting someone, he just messages like you've got to fight in like this date. So I was just waiting for Fisher. I think he would have probably like he would have liked us to get them other 2 amateur wins in, but like just like time wasn't on my side. Like. But it is what it is. Like I think I would have like got them wins anyway. I'd like to think so anyway.
Does his advice mean a lot to you then?
Yeah, definitely. Like I think you've got to leave that to someone else really. Like if you're deciding for yourself, then it's like probably not the time. Do you know what I mean? Like definitely let somebody else make that decision. And then it feels a bit more official as well. Like otherwise anyone can just be a pro fighter. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone can just go take a pro fight now and say they're a pro fighter, but it's more than that really. Like you've got to put the time in, I suppose. But I think now is definitely a good time, like it is. Plus, I want to get paid.
You seem very confident going into it.
Oh yeah, I feel confident. I do. Like I've trained hard and like I've done like a camp before this one as well. Like where I had another fight that dropped out. Like I'm sort of like glad it did, to be honest. Like in hindsight, it was a bit shit at the time. And it's
right
still
before
shit.
Christmas.
Yeah, right before Christmas, because like the lad weren't that good, but he was like the only guy we would get. So it was sort of like a blessing in disguise that he dropped out really, because this guy's a bit better and like it looks a bit better on my record. Like when I get a decent win for my first one.
Yeah. What can people expect from you then?
Pushing the pace really. I think when I come out, it's like going to be like it's going to be a fight. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to like I'm trying to like be like. Do I want to be more technical? Do you know what I mean? But like I know for a fact it's going to be a fight. Like if I'm not like I don't know. It's horrible, isn't it? Trying to pick yourself up like on anything. But no. I think I'd like to just see you like just go and then see you like start to drop off first. You know what I mean? Like if someone starts dropping off, I'm just gonna come on heavier and heavier. I think that's how the fight's gonna go. I think he'll look all right at first. He looks like he's kind of like. I think he's gonna be shorter than me because he looks a bit wider. So like, I think he's probably like he fancies himself as a striker, but I reckon he'll end up like grabbing on tight and holding on for like the first round, maybe trying the best to like wrestle it. I don't feel he'll get anywhere in the clinch, and then I think from there he'll just start going downhill and I'll just take over, like hopefully.
Yeah.
Or he'll knack us.
What's your prediction for how the fight will end then?
I reckon I'll either chin him falling in or catch his neck. That's like pretty much always the plan, is to catch his neck or knock them out. Like to be honest with you, like I'll grapple if I have to, and like I like other submissions as well, but snatch his neck or knock him out. Like hopefully, I'll get the TKO when he gets so tired and quits. But either or, whichever one comes first.
Seem like you love to put the pressure on your opponents.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's like one of the main things about fighting that people like miss. It's like if you just like fucking like I don't know, like if you just like. If you're absolutely, like, if you just decide before the fight that I'm just gonna be absolutely relentless, like not beat myself, then like that's like already like a nightmare to beat. You know what I mean? Like even if you like use technique and that shit, like if you've just decided I'm not losing this one, like it's a horrible person to be in there with. So I'm not gonna beat myself. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll just go till the wheels fall off and then see how it works from there.
Yeah. Sort of in the sort of long term, then what are your goals in MMA?
Do you know, I haven't actually done this yet, and I feel like I should like plot out like a little like 5-year plan, because at the minute I've just sort of been rolling with it, because like it's been set back so many times. But I reckon hopefully we're early in the year now, so hopefully I'll try and get like 4 pro fights in this year, 3 or 4, so at least then I can be like dust like fourth and then like start trying to get into some like good like organisations, like say like not the like golden ticket ain't good like it's a good like it's a fucking good show to be fair for all accounts, but just like getting paid, getting like some like maybe televised events and stuff, you know, just like build up through them, just like live the dream that way, do you know what I mean? Not rush it. Get there eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe like I'd probably Cage Warriors, something like that, do you know what I mean? A lot of the lads from here are there, Bellator, obviously UFC eventually, everyone wants to get there, see how that goes.
Yeah. I've sort of quite, just a general sort of very much open question, but what does this fight mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot, like everyone's first one means a lot, doesn't it? Like, I'd be devastated like if I couldn't get that 1-0 like starting off, but so I probably one of the like every fight's like the most important one. All the amateur ones I've saw like, especially after I lost my first 3 amateurs, like I never used to really stress about the result because like to me it was just like my record shit anyway. It doesn't matter whether I lose another 6, like to be honest. So like all my amateur ones, like I never really felt that nervous about losing. So hopefully I can keep that going because I think it's an advantage. But see how it goes. I'll know when I'm in there like how I feel, but I think it shouldn't really matter how I feel. I'll just do what I can and then see how it works out. Hopefully. Sorry.
Not a lot of nerves now then?
No, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like more nervous like when I'm far out, like I do, but like, I'm not that gassy this time. I always feel more nervous when I'm like tired, do you know what I mean, when I'm like getting tired of my rounds and that, but my cardio's been alright, so apart from that, like I don't really get nervous about much apart from getting tired, like, it doesn't really bother us like getting hit on out, so just to getting tired, and that's all anyone's scared of really now, getting tired and quitting, like, because everyone will do it. So that's all anyone's scared of, and then apart
Do you
from
have confidence in your own cardio?
Yeah. Like that's when people say heart, that's all they mean cardio. Definitely. Like if you run out of cardio, you basically run out of heart. Like no one can go and stuff like run out. So I feel like just getting the miles in, working loads, and I'll be confident. I'll be sound. Like I don't normally run much, and I've been running a lot as well. Fucking hate running. So I reckon. What was the question again?
I said, what does the fight mean to you?
Oh, right, we got way off tangent. It means a lot. Like, I'd like to win this one. I would, for it being my first one and that. I would. I mean, I'd like to win them all. To be honest, like no one wants now bad on the record, but obviously, first one means a lot. And to be honest, right, like I know, I don't want to sound like a dick because like I know it's going out, but like he's not like. He shouldn't be beating me, this lad, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm like honest, like, and that's not me like trying to be a bigger, that's just like facts. Like, if you look at like what I've done in my amateur career compared to him, it's just night and day. Like, and he's a lot older than me. Like, he looks it anyway. He looks like
correct in saying, in comparison to yours, his amateur career is a lot smaller. I think
yeah,
he's only had a
5 fights or
few amateur fights.
5.
I think it was. I thought it was 4, but.
I thought it was 3
yeah,
too.
But a lot less than yourself.
Yeah, loads less high.
But does that? Do you take confidence in him? You've got a lot more experience than him.
Sort of. I think he's just older. I think he probably started older.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's probably just like had less because he didn't start as early. Like, I do take confidence in it, but a lot of mine was when I was like 15 and that. Do you know what I mean? So like, it is what it is. Like, he's probably like. It depends. Like, I could say yes, but he might come out nervous and just be extra strong because of it. Do you know what I mean? So like, I try not to take too much confidence in out, but. Definitely, it's not going to help him that he's only had 5 fights. It kind of really, like, do you know what I mean? And they haven't been with anyone like super dangerous anywhere, like anyone. Then he fought this tall, long lad actually, and he actually was a bit of a sniper with his punching. He wasn't bad, but apart from that, like now, like no one that I wouldn't have like beat pretty easily. I think I would have beat that guy pretty easy as well, but like he was decent. I don't know, like. Not everyone should. Like, you can't take one shot.
You've got loads of amateur experience yourself.
Yeah, I've had a few fights now. I think I've had like 11 or something, like maybe more. I've had like.
Lost count.
I've had loads, like, and then I've had kickboxing fights as well. I did taekwondo when I was a kid. I've done like jiu-jitsu comps, so like it all helps. Like, he's definitely like disadvantaged in that like regard, really. Like, if you look at it, he took the fight though. Like, so he must be confident in some way. Do you know what I mean? Like. I think his gym's decent as well. Like I don't know much about them. They're like affiliated with Eddie Bravo's gym. I know that means fuck all, like, but they like at least like it means like they must be like pretty serious about their jits and that. I didn't really see him doing much jits, especially off his back, but I expected more of it.
Yeah. No, best of luck to him. I appreciate you chatting to us.